Hi everybody, Simon, and welcome to my channel where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. And today we are going to continue talking about episode 8 of the Bala Family, the reality show. Okay, we're going to talk about two conversations that took place. There was a conversation between the mother and Zwai, and then there was also a conversation between Pinky and Zwai, just so our video makes sense. Okay, even though those scenes were not coming one after the other, but I just felt like it's gonna make sense if we discuss it that way. So this is like part 2 of the review. If you want to watch part 1, go and check out the video where I was talking about the meeting between Upinki and Loyiso. Now you guys listen. Zwai is having a conversation with his mom because there is an issue where they are saying Uzwai has another baby. Remember last season, Zwai was talking about having gone through a divorce, and then he had a baby with a lady called Ayanda who wasn't really part of the show. And we were not really sure last time whether they had broken up or not, but we never saw them together. This season, there is another baby that is being spoken about, and obviously Uzwai doesn't want to explain it to us what's happening with that situation, because he is trying to make sure that the cameras are focused on the other siblings' problems, not him. And there's another baby with another woman in Cape Town. And now with his mom, they're having a conversation about Ayanda's baby. Okay. Now, I'm not sure what's happening with that relationship in Cape Town with the baby, whether Zwai has a Shaulad, whether Uzwai has paid Lobola, but he sounds to me like he wants to, like he's serious about a relationship. So now the conversation is, so are you going to go and pay Intlaulo at Ayanda's home now, because Ayanda has a baby? Because his mom is like, it was discussed with the family and it was decided that before he moves ahead with the new woman that has a new baby, he needs to sort out the Ayanda situation. Guys, listen. Zwai might not have millions or billions of rands, but I'm sure Zwai has 5,000 rands. You cloud, guys. Gandhi, how much is in cloud? Okay, let's just say that the family is expensive. At most, maybe 10,000 rands for inhlawulo yomntwana. Okay, she said, I don't know abanye abantu benzani. Kugezwe amantombazane, kugezwe umuzi, kuthengwe imbuzi, and then something inkomo kamama or something. Guys, how much is that? Okay, and also inhlawulo phela is not like you have to really actually buying balls, especially Mapuma Gold. You can just take money and be like, here it is. So I'm like, okay, definitely it's not money, because I think that also it does have a bit of money, not a lot, okay? Because if he had a lot, he would have bought that house for his mom without trying to get the money from the siblings. So now you guys, they're talking about that. The mother really feels like Zwai should sort out in the Baitlaulo. Zwai is talking about, he says, Gutsi Ayanda lives in Joburg, but the parents are in KZN, and then his parents are in Eastern Cape. I'm like, why are you complicating things? Go back home, in the Eastern Cape. Kuphume Inhlawulo, send your uncles to KZN. Phela for Inhlawulo, Ayanda doesn't even need to be there. Okay, you don't even need to be there. So I don't know, guys. I feel like Zoe was just making excuses, like just go and paint already. It should be done already. So they were having that conversation, you guys. Now, Pinky knows why are updating each other, because now what's happening, you guys, is that, remember last episode, Mama did get a call. I don't know if it was the agency or what, but she did get a call to say the house has been sold in Cape Town. Remember, she had a house in Cape Town. When she left the kids back at home to go and live in Cape Town, Mama, she was actually able to buy herself a house. So there was a house in Cape Town. I don't know what was happening with it this whole time, whether she was renting it or something. Maybe that's how Mama was able to, take care of herself with the money from the rent. But apparently now the house has been sold. Now Mama gets the money, and she decides she's going to fix the house where she lives. This was the first episode where they were actually clarifying. Well, I don't think that the intention was to clarify, But I felt like it clarified it for me that indlu that she lives in, the mother, indlu kamawakhe, so malume wabantwana bakhe, So she says ukuthi vele she's the one that is left in this home. This has become her home, so she's going to fix her home. So she's using the money that she got from the house to actually fix the home. Okay? Now, Mama doesn't need no permission from nobody to fix her home, because one, it's her money that she's using, and then it's her home that she's fixing. Okay? So I don't think that she should have been expected to actually ask everybody, what do you guys think? Because she's not asking them for money. She's using her money to fix the home. So when we are seeing this episode, you guys, the windows are changed, the doors, the whatever. I'm like, you go, Mama. You go, Mama. Mama is fixing her mother's house. Okay, basically. She's like, listen, you guys were supposed to buy me a house, but let me do this for my own mother. So she's fixing the house. Now, I also, when I saw it, I was like, nah. Okay, definitely the mother is staying in that house, because you're not going to fix a house that you're not going to stay in. Okay. Now, last episode, I was worried a little bit, because I felt like when she saw that big fancy house, she liked it. Okay. But I think that when she went back home, she really was thinking about it. She was like, let me stay here. Okay. It could be that, or it could be that behind the scenes conversations are taking place that made her feel like, hey, actually, this is the best place for me to be. Let me just fix this house, and whatever they want to do, they can do that. Also, her fixing that house and her staying in that house doesn't stop anybody from buying another house, because they want a Bala house anyway. And Mama is a Mrs. Chafter on this side and wants to also maintain a relationship with the Chafter kids. And if they buy that house, I don't think that the Bala siblings will be expecting that the Chafter kids will be coming to that house to even see Mom and spend time with Mom. So I think that Mama is making the right decision. Now, Pinky is the one now that is upset about this whole situation, because Pinky is feeling like if Mom is fixing the house, then Mom is not moving to that house. Also, this one was a shock for me. She says that when Mama sold the house in Cape Town, they expected that she was going to take this money and give it to them to help them with the deposits for the new house. Then I was like, how are you buying your mama a house, but she is paying her own deposits? That does not make any kind of sense. It does not make sense, you guys. Plus, they're buying a Bala house, which is a house for the husband that Mama divorced long time ago. But Mama must give the money for the house that she sold in Cape Town to pay the deposit for this house. But they are buying her. How are you buying your mama a house, but mama is paying her own deposit on the house? I was like, this is not making sense. I feel like Zwai and Pinky planned the whole house thing with the others in mind. But the others were not in the same picture. Okay. And it looks like they're going to have to go ahead and buy the house for themselves, which is what is going to happen, because everybody else is just like, we're not sure about this house. Okay. Somebody had said in the comment section that they have probably bought the house already. Yes, they have, because obviously they shot this show long time ago. They shot it months ago. So if you see them in the house, you should see them in the house if they went ahead and bought the house. But we are watching what they shot during that time when they were still in the process of buying the house. Now, you guys, I was confused by the fact that Uping expected the money to come from Mama, but it made that whole idea of the house even more ridiculous to me. Okay. Now, you guys, they get to talk about the fact that means that Mama is not moving, because nobody's going to fix the house and not live in it. And Zwai is feeling like they need to ask Mama that question so that they can be sure what's going to be happening. Listen, we need to ask Mama, are you staying? And I think that that's a good question for them to ask their mother, so that everybody's on the same page. Mama is staying, she's not moving. Maybe she will visit the new house if she feels like it, but if she's renovating the house that she's living in, then she's most likely staying in that house. Okay. Now, Pink is also not happy about the fact that Loyiso had made an offer to help Mama with the renovations. I think if I was Loyiso too, that is a better plan, because you can just go home and be like, okay, Ma, what are we fixing? Okay, I'll buy you windows, okay? Or I'll buy the doors, or I'll buy 20 bags of cement, because then you will be able to commit yourself to what you can afford, rather than taking a bond for years and years and years. You can just say, okay, next month ngizobe right financially, maybe I can help you with this, or maybe I can pay the builders, whatever it is. I think that it's a better idea, actually. And I had said before that I don't understand why they don't fix that house, but other people had said, but that house is not a Bala house, that's why they want another home. Okay. Now, obviously, every time that every time that Pink and Zwai are talking, Jen always comes up, because they are so bothered by Jen. I don't get it. Okay, it's like an obsession at this point. Even when they just together, they could be talking about other things. They always end up talking about Jen. Okay, they are feeling like Loyiso has changed his mind about what they agreed on when it comes to the house, but they are feeling like it's Jen that actually influenced him. Pinky even goes on to say, I don't like how Loyiso is in his marriage. The way that he's being treated. I'm like, but it doesn't even look like you spend enough time with Loyiso for you to know how the marriage is looking like. And Loyiso looks very happy in that marriage. Okay, so if what a nice mhlukumezo that makes him so happy. Okay. Loyiso looks happy, looks very comfortable. I was like, nami ngifuna ukuhlukumezeka njengoloyiso, the way that marriage is. It looks very nice and comfortable, okay? And I'm like, I'm not understanding. Pinky's concern is like, of course, Loyiso is not going to say certain things because Jen is mothering him. I'm like, what a nice mothering that is. Okay. She says Jen is mothering Loyiso, and Loyiso is not gonna say anything that Jen doesn't like, because he might get home angaphakelo. I'm like, okay. So now they also talk about the fact that their mother, basically what I got from the conversation, even though they didn't directly say it, I got the thing of them. They are trying to say umawabo ixoki, in a sense that she's having a good relationship with Jen, and she's been benefiting from a relationship being close to Jen and Loyiso. Now, that's another thing that I don't understand, why Upinki is bothered by the fact that her mom has a good relationship with Loyiso and his wife and the family. So she said she's been benefiting from it. Okay, she actually wants to be the one that's benefiting. She wants to be the only one that's asking them for money, because Jen has also revealed last season, she revealed to go to Pinky, even when they were not really in good terms, but when she needed money, she would call them, and they have helped her financially, or Pinky. So now, with the mother being the one that's close to Jen Loyiso, she's feeling like her mother is benefiting. When she's talking about benefiting, she's talking about financial benefits. Okay, it's very clear, because it was revealed last season that they do help her financially. Okay, she might not be talking to you, but when it's time to ask you for money, she will call and ask for financial help. Okay. Now they're talking about Jen. They're saying Wutu Jenny is all strategic. She likes the fact that they don't get along. In fact, she even contributes to them not getting along, because how is it that she is closer to Upelo, for an example, but I don't get along with Upelo? How is it that she's closer to Mom? So she's very, very strategic by getting along with these people, who is Mother and Pelo. Hey guys, I don't understand. All I can say is that Pinky and Zwai have a problem with Jen. Okay, they don't like the fact that Jen gets along with the mother. They don't like the fact that Jen gets along with Pelo. I think that the reason that Pelo gets along with Jen is that Jen doesn't judge him. There's a lot to judge about Upelo, you guys. The drinking alone is a thing to judge. But I think when Jen is around Upelo, she's just relaxed. She might be thinking he's drinking too much. She might be thinking he's irresponsible. But that relationship is a safe place for Upelo, because he knows he can just go and be with Jen and they can have fun. It's like having another big sister, but it's a better big sister because it's a big sister that doesn't judge you. I think that's why their relationship works. Even when they were having a conversation and they were talking about the relationship, Kapelo and Jen in the diary was like, this is not good for Upelo, but she was not saying it to Pelo. So I feel like good relationship with Jen, Pelo feels safer. Okay. Now, you guys, remember in the last video I said I think Upinki wants to take Zwai to the meeting with Jen. Yeah. Because here in the diary session, she ends up saying she really does trust Zwai as somebody that will be able to resolve our conflicts. I was like, but this is not the conflict that Zwai can resolve because Zwai has his own issues with Jen. So you need somebody that doesn't have an issue with Jen, doesn't have an issue with Loyiso, doesn't have an issue with you to come and be part of the meeting. But if you're going to bring Zwai, but now we are here for the drama. So we will watch the drama. But I felt like it was a confirmation that she's planning to bring Zwai to, the meeting. Anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about. They do mention that they are moving ahead, the two of them, with buying the house. Zwai, no, Pinky. And so I guess whether the other siblings are happy with that plan or not, whether they want to contribute or not, they are going to go ahead and buy the house. I feel like that is a perfect plan because that house is for Zwai and Pinky. Anyways, we saw that from the beginning. These are the two people that want that house. So I think that it is perfect that they get the house, just the two of them, because Pinky can move to that house because back at home with Mama, they don't get along with Pelo, and that's stressing Mama out. Okay, so it's a good thing to Pinky will go stay in the fancy house, and Zwai will go there when he needs to and doing Misebenzi and all of that. Perfect plan. Okay, I don't know why they didn't think about it in the beginning. And Mama can stay at her house, and also when there is a need, she can go and visit that house, and she can also go visit Loyiso when she needs to. So I really feel like it is a perfect plan. Anyway, you guys, please come into the comment section and tell me what you think about this whole thing. First, the Zwai and the Tlaula situation. Am I missing something? Because I feel like it's not really complicated. Okay, why is it so complicated for him? Okay, and number two, that conversation between Pinky and Zwai. Okay, I'm not understanding why you have a problem with your mother, but Gizonizo in the comment section what your opinion is. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Give it tanda.